Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm the Educational Developer for TA programs at Western Center for Teaching and Learning. The Teaching Mentor Program is a central component of the Western Certificate in University Teaching and Learning. On top of that, the program provides an excellent opportunity to receive immediate, actionable feedback on your teaching strategies and engage in the kind of professional development that will help you on the job market. This brief video will outline the steps of the program, how to take part, and why we think you should. When you sign up for the Teaching Mentor Program, you will be put in a group of 4 to 5 graduate students and postdocs from different departments and different disciplines. The group meets multiple times over the course of the semester, and at each meeting, a different participant will take their turn leading the group in a lesson. For 2020, all of these meetings will occur online. The group remains the same throughout the semester so that students can create a supportive environment in which you can feel comfortable taking risks. For some, that will mean teaching online for the first time, while others might take this opportunity to test drive a teaching strategy they haven't used before in class. At the end of the semester, participants meet in their groups to give each other feedback on what it was like to be a student in one another's lessons. In this way, participants can ensure that their feedback and future lesson planning are coming from a student-centered perspective. So that's what the Teaching Mentor Program is, in a nutshell. But why should you take it? Our goals for this program are that every participant is given the chance to benefit from interdisciplinary feedback, brainstorm strategies for active, accessible learning, and take part in beneficial career development. It is our goal that teaching for and receiving feedback from an interdisciplinary group of peers will help you identify and analyze the norms of teaching in your department, so that your future teaching comes from a place of intentional planning and informed decision-making about which of those norms are beneficial for your teaching. You'll also have the chance of seeing a variety of teaching strategies from different departmental cultures, so you can steal the ones that work for you. Another goal of this program is that our participants leave with a toolkit of diverse teaching strategies for active learning. It is mandatory that all lessons include participatory learning. Remember, these are synchronous lessons, not pre-recorded presentations. Group feedback can then offer alternative strategies for building participation and active learning into your lesson. By creating this toolkit of teaching strategies together, all members of your group should leave with at least a few ideas of how to engage different types of learners. Finally, we want this program to be good for your career, benefiting you in your current job as a teaching assistant and equipping you for a job search down the line. You'll get a chance to practice online teaching in a format similar to a guest lecture or a teaching presentation. And at the end, every member of your group will provide one another reference letters for your respective teaching dossiers. So by now, I know I've convinced you to take part, but you want to know if it will fit into your schedule. The first step in the program is the organizational meeting. This meeting lasts 1 hour, during which time you'll exchange contact information with your group, review the process of the program, and get some guidelines for lesson planning and for giving and receiving feedback. Then it's time to teach and be taught. Depending on the size of your group, this will take between 4 and 5 hours, as you will meet 4 to 5 times throughout the term, with each participant taking a turn teaching their own 50-minute lesson. Participants will not exchange feedback at this point. We save that for the final feedback meeting. This is a 90-minute meeting and involves all participants exchanging written feedback and discussing more in-depth feedback verbally. So altogether, that is 7.5 to 8.5 hours of time commitment, plus the time it takes for you to plan your lesson. The scheduling for the classroom observations will be up to each individual group. There will be time at the organizational meeting to exchange contact information and to schedule your final feedback meeting. It will then be your responsibility to arrange convenient dates and times for all teaching demonstrations prior to your scheduled feedback meeting, and to inform the Teaching Mentor Program coordinator of this schedule. So what exactly are you teaching in the Teaching Mentor Program? In previous years, participants have visited one another's labs, tutorials, or classrooms to observe their fellow teachers in their natural environment, to ease concerns over online security, contact tracing, and in-person teaching. This year, the Teaching Mentor program will take on a different format. We ask that each participant prepare a guest lecture or mock teaching demonstration, such as one might be asked to do at a job talk. You will perform these 50-minute teaching demonstrations via Zoom. We ask that they be aimed at a mid-level undergraduate audience and that they not be based on your dissertation or research topic, so as to best mimic the process of preparing a demonstration for a job talk. Most importantly, they can't be boring. By that I mean we require all teaching demonstrations to include active, participatory learning. As much as the Teaching Mentor program benefits the individual teacher, that benefit is directly tied to everyone's ability and willingness to give quality, constructive feedback to one another. In the final feedback session, you will have a verbal conversation and exchange written feedback. Each individual is responsible for making this a beneficial experience for others by providing thoughtful and thorough feedback. We will cover what this might look like and review strategies for providing effective feedback in our organizational meeting. Now, we're assuming that most of our participants will have already taken TATP, ATP, or SGPS 9500 prior to taking the Teaching Mentor program, and thus will already be familiar with the BOPS model of lesson planning. If you haven't, please visit this website to learn about BOPS. Then you can register for our fall organizational meeting via Western Connect. Consider yourself warned that there will be a quiz about BOPS at the top of this meeting. I'm not kidding. I never kid about quizzes or about lesson planning. I hope to see you there.